Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Dreamfall. Ran into another weird technical snag now. We reverted back to Windows 7 from Windows 10 because Windows 10 sucks. And then when I decided to record, all of a sudden these new headphones I have, there's like almost no sound coming from the earphones. It's like very quiet. The microphone works fine, but the earphones do not. So what I'm stuck doing is I have the microphone earphone set plugged into the USB thing, wearing it around my neck with the microphone in front of my face. Then I have my other earphones plugged into the actual stereo jack, and I'm listening through there. So I have two sets of earphones on right now, just so I can record. This is beyond frustrating for me, but I have it all set up, and I might have to do this for quite some time until I can figure something out. I may just have to spring for an actual professional microphone. Anyway, we are now here in front of a very familiar face. Let's say hello.
Spells and filters for premium quality potions, magical ingredients, and made to order
very familiar. Why am I thinking of moving stairways?
Yeah, it's been 10 years, but...
Good God, Roper Clacks.
At your service, milady. What may I do for... Wait. I know you. Where do I know you from? April Ryan.
Oh, well...
How lovely to see you.
Say what?
It's been too long, my dear. Too long.
Yeah. I guess it's been... long.
What have you been up to?
This and that.
How lovely. Me? I'm rehabilitated.
Well then, yeah, remember Roper Clacks? He is an alchemist. He's the one who stopped the wind, so we needed to travel to his castle. We trapped him inside a calculator, and then we started the wind and flew his castle all the way back to Marcuria. But how did he get out?
Rehabilitated? How so?
Being soundly walloped by you was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Really?
Oh, yes. It gave me perspective, time to think. When I finally escaped that confounding device, I joined WWWA. Wicked Witches and Warlocks Anonymous. It's a marvelous support group for wizarding professionals.
Oh.
Oh, it helped tremendously to find others who shared my, affliction.
Affliction?
A desire for evil deeds and world domination, your basic, EDWD syndrome.
I see. And now?
Cured! I'm free of my desire to conquer and control, and I'm happy to be a simple merchant and published author.
I guess that's a good thing.
It is. It is indeed. So, April Ryan, is there anything I can do to help repay what you did for me?
Alright, looks like he is, truly rehabilitated. I'm glad for that.
How did you get out of that calculator I trapped you in?
I had to learn advanced trigonometry. After that, it was as easy as multiplying the root of pi with the volume of my mathematical prison.
Oh, that sounds pretty complicated.
It took me 5 years, but I gained some important personal skills in the process. I even had time to write a book, so it was all for the best.
How he wrote a book in the calculator, I don't know, but it's written, and so that is good. Good for you, Roper Clacks.
You said something about being an author?
A published one. I wrote my memoirs a few years ago. Farewell to my wizarding days by Roper F. Clacks.
What's the F stand for?
Nothing. It just looked better on the cover. Anyway, as it turned out, the first and only print run had a slight problem. A small charm made its way onto page 108. When readers got to that page, the book, as misfortune would have it, exploded.
And you had nothing to do with that.
Me? Absolutely not. I've been acquitted of all charges, and every single lawsuit has been dismissed in the magical court. I'm quite innocent. It does mean, however, that only one copy of Farewell to My Wizarding Days by Roper F. Clax exists, and that would be mine. I've decharmed it, and page 108 is quite safe to read now, if you're interested.
Not really, no.
I know I'd like to read that, but let's just hope that charm is as deactivated as he says.
I actually do need some help.
That's great! Anything to assist the woman who turned my life around.
I'm looking for a way to get to the city of the Dark People.
Visiting old friends, I take it? Your adventures are the stuff of legends, April Ryan. By the way, did you ever read that pamphlet they published? The one with the amusing drawings? April Rye Bread and the Rod of Joy?
Unfortunately, no.
Well, I'll never forget that illustration where the Dolmari lady takes the Rod of Joy and sticks it right...
Anyway, about the Dark People City.
Ah, yes. What do you plan on doing there?
I need to visit their library.
The library? Indeed. They are collectors, these dark people. They collect all sorts of knowledge, arcane, forbidden knowledge. Anyway, as luck would have it, there's a shadow ship docked down in the harbor right now. I'm sure they'll let the famous April Ryan, I'm sure they will give you passage to their city.
That's perfect, thank you. How do I get to the Dark People's library again?
Oh, there's a shadow ship docked in Shady Quay. Be your charming self, and I'm sure they will give you passage to their city.
All right.
Thanks.
At your service, milady. If you ever need a potion or a charm, visit Roper's Spells and Philtres.
Will do. Anyway, that's very lucky for us that there is a Dark People ship right in the harbor. I'm not sure how welcome they'll be here with the Azadi and all. So let's go say hi. It's been a while. Wonder if they still know who I am. Man, that tower is huge. They still haven't completed it. What are they doing? There's the Dark People ship. Looks quite odd.
I'm only in town for a short visit. I will not stay long. I am better off back home.
Alright, I want to talk to this lady, but I was probably gonna... Oh. Wait a second, let me go back and then come back, because I want to talk to that lady that just disappeared. Because I like talking to NPCs. They add a flavor to a game. Especially an RPG. She might have come back on her own anyway, but oh well.
The Asadi can do whatever they wish with me. I will never bow to their goddess.
What kind of people are they? We've seen Dolmari, but there's people with the ears. They're kind of elven. Oh well. I know they live in caves, apparently, outside the city. Hiccup.
The Dark People are amazing. They're collectors, and they have a great library containing every book ever written.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
How are things going?
Most of the supplies are on board. We're missing a few crates of grains and vegetables, a delivery of potions, and some other bits and pieces.
Good. Don't linger too long.
The paperwork's already being processed by the Azadi. Those fools. If only they knew what...
Shh! Not here. I don't think it's a good idea to tempt fate.
I didn't think you believed in that spiritual claptrap, Raven. Fate? Ha! We make our own destiny.
Still, better to be on the safe side. You don't foresee any problems then?
Everything's in order. This ship's going to the islands. At least according to all the properly stamped and perfectly forged documents.
I'll rest easy only when you've reached safe harbor.
Don't fret. You'll rest easy soon enough.
I guess they're smuggling stuff? Alright. Don't really know too much about that, but... before we talk to you, let's talk to this last person. What the heck are you? You're an interesting person.
Samare. I thought they didn't like the ocean. Maybe she's curious.
They're like... gazelle? And she has like a... is that a seat for a person to ride on? I don't know, but that's a really cool character design. I like that. And here we have...
It's one of the dark people. A dark person. He's probably a shadow guide. The captain of that shadow ship.
And he has no legs, or arms, or face. What are these people?
I seek passage to your city. I wish to visit the library.
We are here to trade and to collect. We do not take on passengers.
Oh yeah, we were called the Wave.
A long time ago, I sailed on one of your ships, and I met one of your people. He called me a wave.
Not many of your kind would lay claim to such a title.
I'm not laying claim to anything. I'm just telling you what he told me.
If you were a wave, we would grant you passage. But all I see is a human.
I'd like to ask for passage again.
We do not take on passengers.
Pay? Reason?
I'm sure we can come to some sort of understanding.
We cannot. We do not take on passengers. Ever.
You did once. A long time ago, I was given passage on one of your ships.
Then you were fortunate. It does not happen very often.
I'd like to ask for passage again.
We do not.
Do the Azadi know you're docked here? I would think they'd frown on your kind.
They do not concern us.
The right word in the right ear, and that could change. They might make it difficult for you to leave.
We do not need anyone's permission to leave. Our ship can conceal itself to your eyes. If we wish to be invisible, we can be. If we wish to be forgotten, we will be. Leave us, human. We are tired of your threats.
Okay, threats probably weren't the best thing.
You. I do not wish to
I probably
speak
should
with
have.
you. Your threats are tiresome.
Probably shouldn't have used the threat. Oh well. Well, somebody was talking about their library, and they said that it contains every single book known to man. But I wonder if that's true. There might be another book he would have interest in. One where only one exists in the entire world. Let's go back and talk to Roper Collects.
For premium quality potions,
They've kept the blue flame burning here in Old Town for 1,000 years, apparently. It didn't even go out when the Tyrant held the city.
That's good.
April Ryan, what can I do for you?
I have a small problem with the dark people. I went and insulted that shadow guide down in Shady Quay, and now he won't speak with me.
Touchy lot, those dark people. Easily insulted. Back when I was evil, I tried to trap one of them in stone. Not the best idea I've ever had. But they're usually quite pragmatic. All they care about is collecting rare books for that library of theirs. If you have something they want, I'm quite sure they will help you out.
Well, how about...
You're back. How may I assist you this time?
Would you be interested in parting with that book of yours?
Oh, I don't know. It's the last remaining copy, you know. All the other copies spontaneously combusted.
I'm aware of that, but I need something to get me passage on that shadow ship down in Shady Quay.
You believe my book would help with that?
Maybe. The dark people collect books, and yours is quite unique. Isn't that so?
It is. It is.
Wouldn't you consider it an honor to have your first published novel become a part of the greatest library in Arcadia?
I would. I would indeed. Wait, I have it right here. I carry it with me always. There you go. Treat it with care. Don't let it get wet. Don't feed it red meat. And for the love of the balance, do not hold it upside down when there's a full moon. Oh, never again shall I glance upon the top 10 reasons why you should not build a flying castle on page 42 and smile knowingly.
But think about it. Thousands of people will get to enjoy your unique outlook on life. Your book will be part of something much, much greater.
You're right. Of course, you're right. Go on, take it away, or I shall become emotional, and when a wizard weeps, the whole world weeps with him. Ah, the humanity, the humanity.
Well, good news, we now have that book. What does she say when we try to look at it? If I can remember how to open that thing now. Shift, Alt, Search, Control, Alt. Just a second. How do I open my inventory again?
Visit Roper's Spells and Filters for premium quality potions, magical ingredients.
Okay, I'm back. It's Tab. I forgot that. It's been too long.
This is the only remaining copy of Klax's novel, and if I'm lucky, it won't blow up in my hands.
Hopefully. Okay, let's get out of there. And let's give that to the dark people. Dark person? By the way, that doesn't look like a very comfortable ship to sail on. It doesn't look like it was made for people with bodies. But I guess April will make do. So, go to him. Oh, can I not? Because I have to talk to him personally this
You
time.
collect books, isn't that right?
We collect all that is written and recorded. Books, scrolls, stones, crystals, history, poetry, journals, stories. From the first word to someday, the last. Until our collection is complete, we will continue to travel, to trade, and to collect.
I guess the last existing copy of a rare book would be pretty important to you.
It would be, unless we already possess it.
You don't. Not this one. Farewell to My Wizarding Days by Rupert F. Klax.
I will speak with my brothers at the library. This is a book we do not have. We need it for our library. Will you part with it?
For a price. I need to get to your city.
Show me the book, so that I can see for myself.
Now we do the thing.
Very well, human. This book is of value to us. We will grant you passage on our shadow ship.
Alright.
Thank you. When do we leave?
Very soon. We await only the last deliveries from our suppliers. Step aboard.
Oh,
Are you sure you don't want anything to eat? I can order in.
I'm not very hungry. Thanks, though.
All right. Some coffee. Tea.
No, thanks.
I have, whiskey.
I'm fine, Damien. Really.
All right.
So, what do you think?
I think you shouldn't believe a word of what that man told you. He was trying to get inside your head. There's no proof that anything's happened to Reza.
I hope you're right. If I've come this far and it turns out Reza's...
Stop it. There's nothing to be gained from imagining the worst. He must be very important to you. Reza, I mean.
He is. Reza was my best friend for so long, and I was totally in love with him. When that feeling went away, I don't love him any less, but it's different now. I don't know what's going on with me. I've lost faith. Not just in him, in everything. School, my friends, my hobbies, my future, Reza. Nothing seems to matter that much anymore. And that's why, when Reza went missing, I knew I had to go after him. Not just because he's my friend, and not just because I love him, but because if I didn't, then who would I be? What would I be? I may not like the Zoe I'm turning into, but I would have hated the Zoe who just abandoned her best friend like that. So, yes, he's very important to me. Of course. And right now, more than anything in the world, I want him to be okay.
So, that man.
The one in the garden. He acted like he's behind the whole thing. Like he controls Watticorp.
I've heard rumours, but I've never actually believed. I think his name is Alvin Peets.
Peets? The guy who founded Watty?
He'd be several hundred years old, but in a way, it still makes sense. It's a sort of urban water cooler legend. Whatever happened to Alvin Peets? No one knows. But there are lots of theories. Some say they've heard he's been kept alive by machines, and that he still controls Watticorp. It's the kind of thing you have a good laugh at.
He wasn't just hooked up to a machine, Damien. He looked like he was a machine. At least partly so. And he was just evil, sad, pathetic and hateful. He claimed that we were stealing his senses. I think he was actually afraid of me.
From what you told me earlier, it sounds like he's completely dependent on the wire. The static must be scaring the hell out of him. If he needs the wire to see and hear, he's completely lost without it.
I just don't feel safe anymore. He knew who I was. He's been inside Reza's dreams. He has spies everywhere. Cameras, bots.
Don't worry, Zoe. He won't find you here, I promise. I'll check around tomorrow, see if I can dig up any information on Pete's. You must be tired. I'm keeping you up.
I'm sorry. I'm just... Yeah, I am quite tired. I guess I should find a hotel and figure out what to do next. Thanks for the clothes, Damien. I'll...
Hey, no, there's no need to find a hotel. You can stay here. I mean, if you're comfortable with that, I can sleep on the floor.
Oh, you really don't have to.
I know, but you've been through a lot, and you're helping me out, so the least I can do is let you sleep in my bed. That didn't come out right. You know what I mean.
Thanks, Damien. If you're okay with me staying here, I will.
Okay, so, let me get the bed ready for you.
That's okay. I can...
Yeah. Well, I guess you can give me a hand.
Okay. Yes. Great.
By the way, if I'm gone when you wake up tomorrow, don't be alarmed. I have to be at the office quite early.
Oh, that's okay. I'll be fine. I'll just stay here.
Good. Let me find you a sheet and a cover.
This is it, Apostle. The Empire's greatest achievement east of Sadir. A monument to our might and to our faith.
Even in Sadir, there is nothing that can compare to this. Why was it built so tall?
You're asking the wrong man. I don't question the infinite wisdom of the Six. I have absolute faith in their decisions.
Of course, as do we all.
Go right inside, Apostle. The emissary is expecting you.
Well then, we switched over to Zoe for a bit and then switched right on over to Keen without really playing as her. But now that we are in Marcuria, what business will we have here? What do the Six want with us? You're just gonna have to find out next time on Let's Play Dreamfall. Thank you for watching and have a good day.